Greetings and salutations, group. Just letting you know I see you all joining. We'll be starting shortly. Just letting everybody get a chance to show up. So I'm so excited. I'll be back soon. Greetings and salutations, group. I hope everyone is doing well today. Welcome to our Star Bash. So, tonight's party is all about us. So, the big news is that I was enabled by Stars on Facebook, which was a huge nod to our group. So, in other words, they looked at our content, they looked at our engagement, and they loved it. And I was so excited because what this means is it's unlocking opportunities for me to share more content with you guys from around the country. So if you guys don't know, I'll be heading to the American Southwest. Hopefully I'll be heading also out to the Sequoias, beautiful destinations, and I'm going to be sharing them with you while giving free readings for our group. So our little group is going to go on some amazing road trips. Next weekend, I'm going to Florida and I'm going to go to the beach. We're going to have some amazing times together there. I will be doing some live broadcasting as well as free readings, and it's just the tip of the iceberg, okay? So, what's tonight's theme, I suppose? Let's say it's celebrate me, celebrate you. And as we get into what tonight's going to be about, I'm going to start with a smudge. And I'm going to say hello to people. A big hello to Caitlin, Gabrielle, Affia, Brittany, who are already on the list for after the VIP list, as well as Gabrielle would be first because I did see her comment. We do have a VIP list tonight. We'll get to that shortly, but let's do our smudge. Tonight, we're feeling wonderful. We are letting go of our past. We're embracing now, and we're letting the beautiful healing and antibacterial power of the sage to let go of all of our stresses, our worries. No evil is welcome here. No revenge questions. No spells, no negativity. We humbly ask my ancestors, yours, my guides, your guides, to help us tonight. The smudge from Wankantanka, the Great Spirit, Mother Nature, we use your resources to help clear us, take us away from negativity, and open tonight's session. So we're going to set this out here like usual and let it finish for us all. So, I also want to make a few other announcements, but first, I want to get a head count. So, if you are on tonight's VIP list, please let me know because I'm compiling the rest of this evening's Star Party list. Hey, Cecilia, it's good to see you. So, here's my deal, you guys. I am going to make this like a jointed up thing tonight. We have a lot of stuff going on. So we're going to start off, of course, with some free readings. Then I have some excellent new evidence to share with you guys from the haunted Bachelor's Grove Cemetery investigation we did last fall. It was incredible. I have to put together so much more. I just gave you half of what I've done now. Just this is the rough cuts. And then I'm going to share another half on our next show this weekend. But tonight is the star party. So here's the thing. I do have a star goal, and we've already reached one of them. And Facebook immediately recognized it, unlocking some more adventures for us. So for us to move forward, I thought, heck, I might as well throw out the new goals and see what happens. It's no pressure to anyone, by the way. I don't want anyone to feel intimidated by the stars. They're literally just pennies, and it lets Facebook know that we're like literally active. It keeps me active. It keeps me active on your page too. So active pages have a higher like tendency to be showing up on your feed, even in your favorites. So just to let you know, that's part of the whole process. Plus, I think it's just a neat way to keep the group going. So if you get a chance, please send some stars. They're super cheap, like I said. My star goal till Sunday night is 4,000. And it sounds like a lot, but it's pennies. And what we're going to be doing is tons of pop-up broadcasts. Friday, Saturday I'm going to have an event. Sunday I'm going to do a pop-up broadcast. And then, guys, by next week I'm going to be taking you through the mountains of Tennessee. We're going to be going all over the place. And then down in Florida. So set your alerts. If you haven't already, like Little Falcon Tarot, make it your favorites on your feed for Facebook. If you're reaching me from Twitch or YouTube, hello. Make sure you follow me there too. And if you're on Facebook, head to Supernatural Visions, you guys. I mean, really, I think this whole group here, we're all pretty much on board with it, so I'm not going to go into it. But I also am going to say the next portion we're going to do, and we will have an intermission or two because this is going to run for a while, you guys, so everyone gets a turn. I'm going to be giving a live Q&A. So if you have any questions for me, hey, Rosa, that you've always wondered about, let me know, and we'll do that. So that's a fun portion for me. So, that being said, we also want to be acknowledging everyone who's already given to stars. There will be a group, a thank you that will be going out, and it's a big deal. So when we got enabled by stars, it literally brought tears to my eyes because I've been working so much on our group to like keep us like alive and afloat. Plus the group numbers have grown so high. So that's why I suggest all of us go to Supernatural Visions for the VIP list, because at some point here it's going to be like a free-for-all. I've noticed that some of these events and me just with the pop-up lives have been nuts. So anyway, enough of that. I also wanted to do an acknowledgement to my regular group members, okay? So that's why I have you guys first. You know, Gabrielle, Caitlin, you know, all of you are a huge thing. Caitlin is there, yes, on the VIP list, by the way. She would be the first because because I don't see the other Caitlin who's on the list, okay? You guys make this group special. Your continual engagement is what Facebook noticed. It's not the amount of followers I have, it's the amount of live engagement. So, I mean, I'm just over the moon. So now, guys, like I said, because of you, we get to keep moving this forward. So, once again, a huge thank you to, again, Rosa. A lot of these people who have become staples of our little group here. If I've missed your name, Cecilia, absolutely. Please don't feel offended. The numbers are humbling. And the more we grow, the more we're going to be able to benefit from all these interesting points of view. So I'm going to light the stage a little bit more and tell you guys what decks we have to use, tell you the order of operations, and let's get going on our star party. So, group, if your name was called, you know you're on the list. If I have not called your name, there's Amal, you will be on the list. If you want preferential treatment and to go first, send me stars and I will bump you to the top of the list. But don't worry, guys. If you're on the list, you're on the list. That's why we're going to run late. We'll take breaks. You'll get to take a break too and come back. So, yes, Gabrielle, you are on the list. You'll be number 2 for your career reading. Okay, so hold on. You have totally been acknowledged. Hey, Shelby. No, I did not get your letter yet, sweetheart. I will keep an eye out and in the mail. Thank you for mentioning that. So look, if I haven't mentioned you, don't worry, I'll get to you. And don't feel bad asking me. Like I said, this event is going to run a little late. We're doing our Star Bash because, like I said, oh my goodness, we have been star enabled. It is like a huge deal. So you're going to get to watch me follow me rather go all over. So here we go. Today we have a brand new deck that, if you were watching earlier, I anointed with sage and did a little ritual. This is a brand new Rider-Waite deck. It is amazing. I love it. Super great feel. It's going to last longer because I beat these decks up, you guys. Beat them up. I also have our Crow Tarot, which I debuted today also. I've used it before. It is not a new deck. I want to show you that. By MJ Cuyin. It's French, I'm sure. This is like a straight tarot, but I love the crow spirit, you guys. And crows are extremely smart, amazing birds. And then I'm going to show you guys a brand new one this evening. Now, this is... it's brand new to you. This is a different type of a deck. This is Guardian of Night by the same person who did this wonderful Raven deck. It is a tarot deck also, but it does have a few additional interesting elements, I feel, as I look through them. It is all animal themed, and we'll get into this. It's really hard to see them. I apologize. So here, I should do stuff like that. There's a bee. Be logical. There's a wolf. Pretty cool cards. So, when you guys get your turn, please let me know your question and if you have a preference for the deck. Otherwise, it's going to be dealer's choice. This fine Star Bash. Once again, so humbled by your presence. I'll share with you my altar and all of that too, and how I have anointed the cards at some point in this little session as well. So we are going to have our first reading of the night, and that would be Caitlin. So she would like a guardian message. So which deck, Caitlin, are you feeling this evening? And hello, we have a new Avada from Twitch. Welcome Twitch, welcome YouTube. We're also on Facebook tonight. Make sure you guys follow me so you can be a part of these sessions. Let me know if you'd like to be a part of the list. Any deck I prefer. Well, thank you. We're going to do the Guardian. The Guardian Spirit. It's like the Guardian of the Night feels to me this sort of spiritual element. So we're going to start with that. All right. I would like everyone to focus. I'm going to focus. The Wakantaka, the Great Spirit, Mother Nature, my ancestors, your ancestors, our guides. very wonderful cards to use. They're very slick. So as I'm doing Caitlin's reading, I noticed that the cards are very easy to work with. And this is something for you guys to understand. It's beyond what these cards, and this is where I was going with that comment, are normally supposed to feel so good. So I like that vibe already, Caitlin. Let's see what your guided spirit message is. Okay. Oh, this is cute. It's a possum. The Hanged Man. You've been lingering with life change choices for a little while, and you've been afraid. And I don't want you to be afraid to make choices. And this is so crazy, you guys, the Fool, which is a great card for this. Check out that wolf with the rabbit. And off in the distance, you could see its mate. This is beautiful. This is the beginning of a new thing that you are, again, this is so cool, afraid to like get into. Now, I want you, and this is always upside down. Whoops, I dropped that. This is very significant, guys. This Eight of Cups upside down is indicative of what needs to happen. She needs to return to the idea that she can work this out, that her choices are worthy, that it is okay to try these new things, because I feel she has a lot of career and personal choices in front of her, and it is so integral right now that she believes in herself and she comes back to self. That 8 is also a divine number, and I feel you've been working on this journey for so long, Caitlin. Whatever you're second guessing about these life choices, which I feel truly are career oriented, as well as tightly wound with what does she want from her relationships in the future, who does she want in her life, as well as, yeah, I guess the spiritual angle, because our career is tightly wound with what makes us happy, I hope. So with that in mind, I want you to focus back. Let's go to this to tell you again that 8 of Cups. This way, straight up, you're being very reluctant to engage and make these choices and move forward. And I don't know exactly how long you want to wait, but I would say at this point, because the card's upside down, it's time to choose. And I think that the future is holding these new choices about your career that we've been talking about, Caitlin, that is literally walking you into, she's been talking a lot, by the way, guys, about spiritual enlightenment. It's going to walk into that, into her meeting her partner. So I feel that you also are needing to understand that the 8 of Cups is representative of a return to love, which is kind of exciting. And you have been doing a lot of changing and manifesting, so this is the time soon in the next 2 to 3 months of fruition. So remember, you guys, the springtime is a big time to plant, and other like say bulbs and things we've planted in the past are going to return, or new seeds come up. But see, the spring for you and a lot of us is this huge, heavy manifesting time. So when it comes about, okay, that's like the blossoms. That's coming, you guys. Like spring is going to lead into summer. So I would keep at it, Caitlin, but open up and don't be scared. That is your message. So moving right along, I'm going to call on the next person. If I have not called your name right now, let me know if you would like a reading. Next here we have Gabrielle, who wants a career reading. And yes, Caitlin, I appreciate you so much, by the way. You're a huge part of this group, you guys. She is. And I'm so humbled. Yes, Avada, you can. Okay, it would be Gabrielle, Affia, Brittany, Amal, and Avada. All right. Let's move along, you guys. I'm so pleased at the turnout. Once again, if you haven't heard your name, let me know. We're going to move on to our next reading. Let's see here. We're going to get out the practical, good old Rider-Waite for Gabrielle and her career reading. So please step on down, Gabrielle. Rosa, yes, we will throw you on that list. Another extremely valued member of the group. Thank you for being here at the Star Bash. Like I said, it's like a milestone. And when we reach our next milestone, we're going to do something bigger. I'm going to do something better. Okay, you guys? It's going to be fun. And by the way, I do have a contest. The person who gives the most out of the group of stars during tonight's broadcast gets a free a private reading with me. Not mini, private reading with me. Now understand, we have to have at least 3 people give over 100 to 200 stars each. It's got to be something substantial, and you get a free reading. So keep that in mind. I was going to wait to announce that when I came back from the intermission, but I thought, you know what? Let's just put that out there. So if you want a free private reading with me, remember, watch who's giving stars and try to outbid them. And you guys don't have to go nuts. Literally, it's pennies, and I think it's a fun concept. But otherwise, stick around. You'll get your mini reading today. And by the way, I'm going to be announcing another event for Saturday. Okay, I'm trying to do either a Saturday evening or morning, and then Friday, tomorrow, if I can in the afternoon, I'm going to do a natural location pop-up live for free readings, okay? So I'm super stoked to share this with you guys. So once again, here we go. Step on down, Gabrielle. All right. So what we want to do is help her because she has been dealing with a project and career things that have been kind of challenging. She's a creator. I can sympathize and understand because I'm a writer. And she is dealing with a little bit of rejection and hoping for positive things. So Gabrielle, if you have any comments to make, go right ahead while I shuffle and put this down, okay? We're asking the universe to open up. I feel a real tightness in the back of her head right now. I feel for you, Gabrielle. You've been worried. I think you've been worried. Have you been making the right choices about this? Let's take a look together. Well, I think that soon you're going to get a message that is encouraging because you've been waiting for this positive Page of Cups style message for a while. Let's get to the next card. It is from a gentleman, and he has something to offer you. He's a man of power, and he's literally the type of person who would, I would say, be the type who is an editor or runs a business. So let's get to the last card. He is going to expect you to do something, and he's going to want to take a cut. Now, I'm going to pull 3 more cards, guys, for a reason. Okay, 2, 3. He wants to help you, and this is fabulous. So I think that you need to be open to this because this is a victory for you. He is kind of cutting some things you don't like, and maybe it's not exactly what you're expecting, but this is the change that you need, and it literally inspires you to make a few alterations, which makes you custom, marketable. So, yes, it is going to be picked up. Her script is going to be picked up. They're going to do some alterations. And I have to tell you, it is the fact that you will accept this, meaning the alterations, that makes this possible. So from my point of view, we'll get that. Let's ask this one question for her to sum it up. Will it be in Dallas? Okay. Group, let's focus for Gabrielle, a very valued member. I see so many familiar, wonderful faces. It makes me happy. Thank you guys again for attending. Let's focus for her. One more good shuffle. And yes, guys, I'm happy-go-lucky this evening. I'm sorry. I do believe so. And it's being pretty clear with the very last card that it is fated and very good luck. Now, I'm going to be clear with you. This means that you, like I said, are going to have to do those alterations. But other than that, I believe, yes, the answer would be Dallas. So we're going to pause for just a second, set this deck aside. I wanted to give a huge thank you again to everybody for showing tonight. I am working on the master list. I'm going to go down it real quick, and if I haven't called your name, let me know, because we're going to get to you. That's for sure. As we move along with the readings tonight, we're going to add a few little ritual elements, because, the new moon is tomorrow. Feeling a little witchy. Oh, you're so very welcome, Gabrielle. Let's bring over our altar. So I did not post the pictures, but this is got a picture of Nefertiti, who is etched very beautifully, by the way, in here. So what I have going on here right now, guys, on my altar. So let's see. Here we are. Okay, I have my candle, which is infused with a couple of things: sage, which of course is one of my go-tos, some quartz crystal that I ethically harvested off the Mississippi River banks. Oh, yeah, it was last, what, April? And then I have thrown in there one piece of turquoise for protection. As we know, the quartz is for psychic enhancement. I have some amethyst, which is another enhancer to help open the third eye. And, I also always have to throw out my crystals too, when I'm doing these sort of anointments for the cards. And so today's been kind of like a ritual day. So when I'm doing this sort of thing, it puts me in a space. And because we're so close to the new moon, we're going to start our new moon manifesting for the group tonight. And I'm going to do a group manifesting, which is I want this group to find what makes them happy, and I want them to be able to do it joyfully. And how I want us to do this is to every day find what gives us joy, focus as much energy as we can, and then if it's not accessible, let's start to find ways to do it. Now, a lot of us still have to go on our explorative journey. If not, and you know what you want, I want you guys to work towards this by daily mantras and then daily changes, as well as writing lists. And we're going to do a manifesting ritual tomorrow to get us further along, but we're going to start this evening. I also wanted to share I have my medicine bag that was made by Stephen Harjo. He's a Muskweki who I met at the Cahokia Mounds last year here in Illinois, and it is one of the oldest Native American sites. It is the oldest Native American site known in the United States, and it is huge. Really, they're the people before the Muskweki. They call them the ancestors. I met quite a few wonderful people. In here, in my medicine bag, he put turquoise, sweetgrass, sage, palo santo, tobacco, which is very important. And to me, it's special because he's a flute maker who has this wonderful, amazing spirit. He's an elder who kind of taught me a little bit, even though we're not the same tribe, about the ways. And visiting Cahokia was a spiritual experience I will never forget. It dates back to 10,000 AD, and it had more people in that time than London, England did. And it was a very sophisticated civilization. I did a ritual there. It was incredible. And I just really felt compelled to share that with you guys, because when you do your own ritual, it needs to be important to you. And I share the backstories so you guys get why I've chosen these elements. And it's what makes it important. So you guys can do this stuff too. So on our little ritual altar tonight, we're putting on everything we can in positive fashion. I have a green calming fluorite for the group. I have a protective and enhancer, our quartz. And then I have the amethyst to help open all of our third eyes. It's a very light amethyst, but it's genuine. Sometimes I'd rather just get a little bit of the amethyst, than a lot of fake. And I want us to spend some time thinking about ourselves and what we want. So as we move on to this next group of readings, once again, I appreciate everybody. Once again, if you've heard your name, you're next. Affia is there. Thank you. Hello, Bonelush25 from Twitch. It's so great to see some new people. We see Brittany. No, you did not. You're coming up right after Affia, who's next. I was just going to give the list. Affia, Brittany. We see Amal. We see Avada and Rosa. So if I did not call your name, let me know and we'll get to you. Soon we are going to show a little bit of my investigation, and that's gonna be fun. So let's get moving. I appreciate your patience. So Affia, she just wants a general. I'm going to turn to the brand new deck One of the ones that we've only used one time for the group, the regular Crow Tarot. Okay, I really do love it, and she would like a general, so here we go. So let's focus for affia. I'm asking the universe humbly to help us, to guide us, to give us message on this wonderful celebratory evening that we get to celebrate the good works that we're doing together as a group. Once again, much love to everyone. I'm so humbled by our growth. Let's see what Spirit has to say for our friend affia. Be patient. You have a lot going on in your life. And if you notice, we see the infinity symbol, which means you're an old soul. You've lived before. You live again. You need to recognize the universal purpose you have. And that is to stay that rock and to respect all of the challenges and respect that crow, which really, to be honest, is just an amazing individual who understands if you upset the delicate balance, you get eaten. And I think you see this. Now, you are also on the border of a change. This is the Fool. And I'm going to go into what this means for you. So this here is the Nine of Cups. I want you to see, okay, if we were looking at the traditional tarot affia, there's a beautiful woman there who's standing gracefully, the Nine of Cups. And she has a stoic, wonderful sense, and she is accomplished, and she is successful. So this is you. I want you to recognize that really this is you. But there's something that's going to enhance that you need to work on and you're afraid to do. We've seen this hesitancy this evening. So what are you afraid to do? What are you afraid to start? And so when we go back to the first card, it gives us a little hint. So you're being so patient with everything. I see this. But maybe it's time to really not just be patient, but to take a few things and grab it and be like, look, I got to do this, because I feel so compelled when I see the Fool card. Yeah, be careful with what you do. It's also slightly a warning, guys. But it's more or less your prompting to get to action, because you want to continue to enhance this, and I want you to know you are the graceful Nine of Pentacles. You are this crow who has looked at all this crow has collected. I really do like this. Is kind of like cool if you think about it. It's rather beautiful. I think that the crows have like this really beautiful relationship with one another too. And I think that that symbolizes our group too. We don't forget about each other, and we like shiny things, and we like talking to one another, and they're very, very communicative. So once again, thank you so much, affia, for being a part of our group and joining us tonight in the Star Bash. So once again, guys, we're going to move on with hope so we can get as many readings as we can in. I see another new face here. Hi there. We're going to put your name down, Pooja, and we'll see what timing will get you in, but do not go anywhere. And if you have to, know this event's going to go for a little while. I have some cool stuff to share. Evidence. I have a question and answer coming up, as well as we'll take probably an intermission or two. So know that you will get your reading. Now, I do have a contest this evening. If 3 or more people send stars, the person who sends the most, and the minimum we're going to say is 200, okay, you can get a free private reading with me, okay? So if you're interested in that, go right ahead. Know, though, that every penny you guys donate to our group keeps us going. So I appreciate it. But anyway, I don't want to sound like PBS, you know, because I really started to sound like PBS there for a moment. And look, I love PBS. So it's not going to be because of viewers like you. You know, sorry, I just kind of had to. Okay, so I've added another name to the list. Thank you so much. Your turn. You are one, two, three, four, five. You're 5th down, Pooja. Next up, we have Brittany. So please step down, Brittany. I appreciate you and your patience and everyone's patience with this process. And I look at the time, and yeah, we've been here quite a bit already. You're awesome. And as we head towards our streaming goals, I'm going to share more and more of my time with you It's just going to be fabulous. I'm so excited. Okay, so step on down for our next reading rather, with Brittany. Okay, hey, what type of reading did you want? I did not write down a question for you. What are you feeling? What do you need to know? What's on your mind? Share with the group. Do dish. Okay, well, Brittany, so today I have the traditional tarot, which is the Rider Waite. I do oracle decks too, but I don't have any of them out tonight. Then I have two other non-traditional tarot, which I mean like they pretty much follow the same format. The Crow Tarot, which is this one. And then it's also made by the same individual, but it's got tons of different cool animals, guardian of the night. And I do all kinds of readings. Relationship, just no spells. And mediumship is a paid private service because we don't do anything like that over the airwaves. We can share some stories later too of stuff that's happened so far that's been wild and some of my favorite moments as well. So we see she has a question. Here it is. Maybe, okay, is Drew the one for her? Okay, that sounds good. So if any of those decks spoke to you, let me know. Otherwise, I will pick one here myself. Hey, Kim. Hey, stick around. I see you here, and we've been trying to get you in for a reading. If you have time this evening, you are guaranteed a reading. You are a part of our group. This is our special Star Bash. I'll be on for a while. I'll go for at least another hour. I'll do intermissions. So if you want a reading, I've already written your name down. So if you do, please stick around. Just to let you know, this is our amazing Star Bash. We've been honored by Facebook. They love our content. It's cool. We're so excited. Okay, I got it. Let's go for Brittany. So what I want to do here is take out what I consider my go-to deck. We want to know something rather serious. So is Drew the one for her? So group, would you focus for Brittany? I'd appreciate it. All right. Beautiful open communication. Thank you, Brittany. Please also focus. And we're asking the universe, our guides, my ancestors, yours. Is Drew the one for Brittany? So what I'm going to do for Brittany, guys, is I'm going to pull a full spread. I have a feeling Brittany has not been to one of these sessions before, so we're going to give her the best of what we got here. Oftentimes we do full spreads on these larger events, so let's do it. So we're asking a pretty straightforward question though, guys. So understand, we're looking for a yes or no, absolutely, but it's always going to be a bit more wordy and will let us know a few important things. Okay, so let's take a look here. The issue with this person, and I'm going to say this as carefully as I can do because I'm not trying to be problematic, but there's a lot of choices in his life right now and in your life. There seems to be a feeling of being overwhelmed. There was a woman that caused some problems in his situation or he was with that is paired with a very negative card. Upside down, it's not so bad. The Tower means they had a very negative relationship. And frankly, your answer cards. So I do think that the two of you could have a good relationship. It's just you have to get past these things. And I'll be specific here with you. There's like this social drama. Like there's a lot of people here. This Four of Swords, guys, means she's got like in both of these situations, hers and his and everything combined together. There's other people, there's drama. there's someone from your past there. I think you're afraid that maybe Drew isn't telling you the truth all the time or isn't going to be able to be accessible. You seem to have these feelings for him, and there is some sort of mutuality, but I have to warn you, and I'm not trying to be a downer, but the whole thing feels messy and complicated. And is he the one for you? That's such a rough question. I feel that, yeah, you'll have a relationship, but until all of these other people, situations, and baggage is taken out, it's not going to be very productive. And that's my feeling. So is he the one for you? I think he's someone to explore a relationship with. And if you guys can get past this, you have potentiality. But when someone asks me those questions, I would never tell you, oh no, don't give it a try. But the cards aren't lining up, making it feel like right now's the time, maybe also for you guys. So let me put you in a timing perspective. It makes it feel like that these things may take weeks and months and time to fix themselves. So like, okay, if we were in a private situation, like rather reading in session, we would go into a little deeper because some of these are very sensitive issues. I don't want to get like, messed up. In other words, I don't want you to feel, oh, it's this, that. So, let's see. No, it's just, yeah, I've relaxed with him just yet. He tries to talk to me, but I don't want him to get into a relationship with someone who doesn't have good intentions, so I've just stayed away. Right. So it sounds like then he's got a lot of things going on and this isn't the time. That would be your answer. So I appreciate your honesty about it. So that makes a lot of sense. So in other words, there's other people, situations. It feels like right now is not the time. So it doesn't mean that someday, but I would say no. I would say no right now. He's definitely not accessible. So thank you for that confirmation. I appreciate it. Hey, thank you, Rosa. Rosa just sent 310 stars, you guys. So I so appreciate her. First of all, that's like a big deal, Rosa. So Facebook has been like totally watching, and I was stunned because it is like an amazing confirmation for us that we're doing what we should be. So look, I love these group sessions, but I'd also wondered what type of analytics were we really getting? Meaning, like, how many people were we really reaching? Were we really affecting people? And what happens here is they have been, I believe, truly guided by the fact that we are, I think, emulating a beautiful spirit, regardless of what you want to look at as our group as. So I'm humbled and honored. Thank you, Rosa, so much. Rosa has been bumped up. She will be next. So like I said, if you send me a bunch of stars, you get bumped up. Plus, Rosa is first here on the leaderboard. So guys, so let's make sure here I got this straight. So far, we just see that she's given stars. Let's make sure no one else has. So guys, 2 more people have to give stars for someone to get a free reading. So now what you have to do is beat her 310 stars. Okay, if you do that, somebody else has to beat that, Look, I don't want to sound silly, but yeah, at this point, I'll be honest. If you guys all give a decent amount of stars, I'll give away free readings to those people too. I feel really humbled and honored that you've actually sent any of these. So, I'm going to write down everybody's name. And we're going to literally do some free time, okay? This is a party. This is supposed to be full of prizes and excitement. So, you know what? Absolutely. So, Rosa, you are down for some free time with me privately. So, moving right along, Rosa will be next. And right after Rosa will be Amal. So, Rosa, step on down. It's your turn. If you have said what type of reading you'd want, I apologize, girl. Go ahead and tell me again. I'm just stunned. I'm excited. So guys, be aware that we will do a video. I will talk through some of it. We'll do a break or 2. I will get to you. If I've called you on this list, be assured you can come back. Okay? So Rosa, step on down. Love or whatever comes up. So we're going to do a general. We are going to kind of have a little idea about the love, okay? We will just do that a little bit. All right? So why don't we grab out my favorite deck, the Rider-Waite. Let's focus for Rosa. All right. One more good shuffle. What do our guides want to talk about tonight? Wonderful open energy. Thank you, Rosa, for your concentration. I can feel you all the way over there. A nice, happy shuffle. Kind of want you to take it easy. That was my first vibe. I was like, oh, well, don't let your patience run too thin right now. And if you feel that way, it's time to take a rest, okay? Let's take a look here. So I'm going to do a 3 card. And I feel, frankly, and we're going to add 3 more. You are with this love thing, dealing with some past pain. So would this make sense that you really aren't looking for somebody to mess around with you the wrong way? So like, I think that you're trying to let go of your past. This is not a bad thing. So I want you to understand that in the present, you're getting yourself being open to something, okay, with a person. So I want to be specific though, and I don't mean to sound like, cagey. But this 8 of Wands in this particular situation means the arrows of love reach their mark. Who is around you right now, Rosa? So we're going to pull 3 more cards. See, I do different spreads for different situations. And so now, tonight, we're doing a few different interesting spreads. So, you are very, not saying that you don't trust people in your life right now, but the love in your life and the people in your life, you question and wonder a little bit about it. So this is an intrinsic nature like that you have, which is normal. So you're going to have a choice soon. And yeah, see, when she said love or whatever, I think that the universe was like, let's open this up for a minute, this love thing. Because we tend to focus a lot on your career. And I think that, interestingly, tonight we're getting in a different direction. So the lovers, you guys, isn't just about, say, a lover's choice of having sex or whatever. No. This is literally a choice given to you by someone that is making you question what you should do about that relationship. Okay. And lastly, the 3 of Pentacles means I think that they want to build something with you. They want to do something with you. And frankly, I'll put it in this way. It's going to be your choice to be involved with any of this. I think that at times, and I'll put it this way, it's okay to have love in your life and people in your life, because it shows that you do have someone who would like to have something with you and does seem to want to do that. And it's going to be up to you whether you want to do that, because that's what keeps coming to my mind. And I'm not saying it's not a bad opportunity, but I'm going to take one moment here and I want to ask, whoops, I'm about to drop these, if there was anything else that the universe wanted to tell you as we are pulling out this Guardian of Night Tarot. I'm going to pull 3 cards there because I thought that was so, hey, if it talks more about this love aspect, see, I'm intrigued, Rosa. So like, maybe when we do our free private reading, we can like dive into that, because at this point, I kind of wanted to know what's going on here. And hello to all the new faces. If you're saying hi to me now, I'll try to get to you as soon as I can to say hi back. Let's take a look here for Rosa. Ooh. Okay, so here's the King of Pentacles. This is the second card, and yeah, he's like a bull. He's stubborn, and he's helpful in his own way. And I think that there's a lot of hope, which is represented in this card by this very, I guess, interesting buck, because there's a lot of this sort of symbolism. And when we see the star here, of course, that represents hope. But so there's some hope there with this person. So, you know, the cards are just like, hey, you know what? We're going to go back to this love thing. And I'm like, whatever. Like I said, I kind of begin to think, Rosa, maybe we need to talk about that. So here's the Devil card, though. That's the first one, and I held off from it. Now, this is the oddest Devil card I think I've ever seen. So it is the body of a rabbit. It's got a skull. It has antlers and ears like a rabbit. Now, the vibe with this card is, look, it's usually, honestly, temptation. So, okay, I just want you to not go fast with whomever this is, and to be a little reluctant to look for love in the wrong places as well. If there wasn't a specific person, for example, because it is more or less encouraging with that lover's card a choice or choosing substance over material, and that's an interesting. I would say angle, but it's more or less, again, not necessarily like a sexual thing. But, do you want something with this person or not, deep or otherwise, is part of the question. So we'll pause there. So, yeah, Rosa, if you would like to set up something, we could talk about that or whatever you want. Just make sure you direct message me. So, once again, you guys, send me some stars, get a free reading now, get some private time with me later. We still have two more people to give stars before someone would have gotten a reading, but you know what? That's fine. Give stars, don't give stars, it's up to you. It's just so cool, though, to see so many people. So, let's do another quick hi to people. I do see some new faces on Twitch. Hi, this is so amazing. Nycat. Wow, there's so many people. This is amazing, you guys, and you're so very welcome, Rosa. I appreciate you. Myra, it's nice to see you too. Thios, that's an interesting name too. I love your Twitch handles. These are so cool. Hi, Karen. It's nice to see you here too. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have as many people on my list as I can. I'm going to see where we're at. I'm going to let everybody know who's on it currently. The list will be updated. We're going to take a little break, a little intermission, and I will play some videos. We're going to do some more fun stuff. I just wanted to get out a bunch of readings first. So next up would be Amal, Avita, Pooja, Kim Hearn, and now I'm going to add some new names. So just make sure you're letting me know down there if I haven't called your name, that you want a reading, okay? So once again, like, comment, and share, send stars. This is the Star Bash. Thank you so much for participating. When I come back, we're going to do more readings, have a cool evidence video from the Haunted Bachelor's Grove Cemetery. We'll do some VIP readings if any of them ever show up, as well as a Q&A with me, plus more. So stick around, you guys. We're going to go for at least another hour. Thank you so much for attending our star party tonight. See you soon. Hello, everyone. I am back, and if you are a first time watcher watching this or joining me now, my name is Little Falcon, and it is so great to see you guys today. This is our Star Bash, our group's little celebration about us. So we have been having a good time this evening. I'm giving away a ton of free readings. I'll be showing some cool evidence and absolutely enjoying every moment of our time together tonight. We'll do a short Q&A if you have any questions for me. I have a few already written down from some other viewers who could not be here tonight. As well as I wanted to give us an opportunity to give everybody a rating. So we're going to go pretty long tonight. So if I've put you on the list, remember, keep an eye on how long we're going because you're going to get your turn. So once again, thank you so much for joining the Star Bash and being the reason why this group is so magical. Let's start the free reading. So I'm going to call your name, and as people show back up, because they will, know that if you were missed, you'll get like read for. Don't worry. It's on here. So next we would have Amal, Avita, Pooja, Kim Hearn, and Karen. So if anyone who is here, let me know if I've called your name. Amal is number 1, 2 is Aveda, 3 is Pooja, 4 is Kim Hearn, and 5 is Karen. Let me know, Amal, if you're here. Please be ready with your questions, guys. Next up would be Aveda, and I'm going to go through this pretty quickly. Hey, Al Featherstone, nice to see you could join our Star Bash. Ooh, we're doing a lot of fun stuff tonight. I'm giving away free readings. And for everyone who's donated stars, we're going to do some free private readings. Right now, we're trying to also get up to 3 givers of stars. Al is given, so I'm just letting you know what the things are going on tonight for the group. Hey, Aveda. All right. You will be next if we do not see Amal here any moment, okay? So Amal, if you're here, let me know. Next would be Pooja. Pooja, are you here? Let me know. So at any rate, we've already had an amazing donation from Rosa Hunter. That's $310. So she is going to get a free reading with me, free time. So now, if we have 2 more people donate, the person who's donated the highest is also going to get a free full-size reading, okay? And frankly, if you give over a certain amount, you're going to get a free full-size reading on the side anyway. So just saying. Look, there's no pressure ever to do this. I saw what Kim said. Oh yeah, I totally understand. That's why I do these free sessions, is because I feel I'm meant to help people. And that's how I actually started my page. So back when Kim first joined, because Kim is an old member, Kim knew that like the reason I was out there was giving away free readings. I mean, pretty much. I had to back away from Facebook for a little bit. I was doing other things and working another venue. And so now this is where I've been so gifted to give this to you guys. And this platform's amazing. So let's just like give people like Kim actually, honestly, a lot of credit, because those are my base that has been there from the beginning. So I appreciate you, Kim. So anytime I can give you a free reading, please. Hey, I see you there, Pooja. All right. So now we're going to start right away with Aveda. So please step on down. Aveda, and then Pooja, and then Kim Hearn. And now Myra or Mayra, if you would like a reading, or anyone else, please let me know. I think that that moon cup has become my favorite. I've like washed it 3 times today. I drank yogurt drink out of it too. So anyway, I'm going to use my traditional tarot here. So Aveda, please step on down. Now, Aveda is from Twitch. That is so cool. So I've had some Twitch followers. I'm humbled. Wasn't expecting any of that. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so Aveda, the reason why I can speak to you too is I also just did this, okay? I'm not going to tell you what one I did publicly, okay? Because I'm not giving anybody any plugs. But there's some really good ones out there that are not expensive. It depends on the level of user you are, okay? So like I am like the lowest user of the streaming stuff. So I picked something that was like easy. That was literally so user friendly that somebody like me could use it. Yeah, I've been computer savvy for like 20 years, but this is totally different. So let's take a look and see if you should invest that money. Okay. And yes, it will cost a bit. Some of the other services were whoa. And honestly, I feel you. It is quite a commitment, you know. So let's take a look. We're gonna open up the airwaves. We're gonna call on your ancestors and mine. We're gonna ask the universe, Wakantaka, the Great Spirit, is this what you should be doing? We're gonna do a 3-card pull. It's a resounding yes. So we're gonna give you the answer card first because I feel it's so important. It's the sun. It's a brand new, beautiful beginning. I mean, frankly, the sun to me is like everything good. It's a good partnership. So now let's look at this like a little deeper. Now, there were 2 cards I pulled before, and guys, I jump to the answer card sometimes. I try not to read the end of the book first, I swear, but this is important, okay? Right now, you're experiencing probably a plateau. And in this regard, I really feel that you need to be challenged. And who has inspired you? There's a woman here, this Queen of Pentacles, who's inspired you to move forward. And I want you to understand that it's a good idea to look at other people and realize that you too can find your niche, your spot, your space, and that it is literally important, and this is the hardest stuff, you have to spend money to make money. Okay, so that being said, I want you to be, of course, very scheduled, very routine, very serious about it, but the vibe I get is go for it. 100% go for it. And this is the time, you guys. It is, in my part of the world, it's springtime. And you can manifest and plant seeds anytime. And I just want you guys to remember, you can use any cycle you choose. But it's the new moon everywhere, tomorrow. And so I want you to spend some time manifesting this goal by living it, thinking it, breathing it, and knowing that it's the right choice. Now, financial commitments are difficult, but honestly, you have to be patient with this too. So I think that, again, since you've plateaued, you need this. You need this so much to inspire yourself. So it's important to feel, yes, again, inspired. Okay, to want to do more. And you know what can be like a passion can become something very lucrative. So I feel very good about this. So there's my vibe. Okay, thank you so much. So okay, guys, I'm streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So a big shout out to all 3 platforms. I do use a streaming service because this way I can get to everybody. It is a professional way to present yourself. And look, if I was streaming games, okay, which is what these are used by like a lot, I would have 2 screens up. I would have a whole bunch of statistics. I mean, frankly, it's actually really cool. I had no idea how deep it got. Some of the streams are incredible, and these gamers are amazing. Some of them are, you wouldn't expect it, okay? And everybody comes at it a little differently. Well, you're so welcome. Thank you for asking me that question. I appreciate you, and thank you for becoming a part of our group. So I will be announcing another event, but that I'll try to do some sort of Twitch announcement, okay? I'll work on all that, you guys, getting a little more advertisement to you guys. But if you have your alerts set there and you follow me, look, I go live all the time now, so you'll just see me. All right, I appreciate you. Thank you for being a part of our group. So we're going to move on to our next reading. That would be Pooja. Okay, after Pooja would be Kim Hearn. I really hope that you're still here. Then after that would be Karen. And yes, I do see a couple people here who asked me. Al Featherstone and then Myra. Absolutely. I am just, again, thrilled to see everybody come back. Again, this is so fun for me too. So, like I said, each night's going to be like different themes. Tonight, we're doing these animal themed decks for the tarot, and it's a party. So, like, we're just like being different and enjoying ourselves. I let my hair down, you know. Hey, Kim, I'm glad that you're still here. Like I said, no offense meant. Like, truly, I do this just because I love to do it. If you guys can't tell, I'm so excited to see you guys. And I love the multiple streaming because the more people I reach, it's like this amazing energy thing. I feel really good about it. I've never felt better about sharing my gift. So, again, thank you guys so much. So, Nicey Pooja has the question. Yes, okay, I did look at that. Whether we will meet again. Okay. Let's take a look. Okay, so Pooja, I'm going to ask you honestly, are you the male or the female? Is Ashwini the girl? I'm sorry. Okay, please don't take that the wrong way. As you guys know, I'm not an expert on names, but I'm so humbled by meeting so many people from around the world. So just to let you guys know, I've been doing this for over 20 years on Keen.com and other venues and privately. And I've met people from all over the world. It's been amazing, so humbling. And I love being able to connect with people. So to be honest with you, again, thank you guys for choosing me to spend some time with, you know. I don't care how much you guys show up. It's just great to meet new people. So if you could let me know. Okay, you're the female. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate your patience with me. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, we want to know if he loves you and does he miss you and when will you see him again? That sort of thing. Okay, absolutely. Let's take a look. One more good shuffle asking your guides and mine, Mother Nature to open up for us, your ancestors, my people too. We're all the same people, you guys, really. And we're going to do a full spread with my Rider-Waite, and this way we can really get down to her answer because she asked quite a layered question. So let's get to it, guys. Now the missing is so there, the longing. Yes, he does miss you. This is clear, okay? I will let you know. You have never seen him. Okay, then I'm a little confused. So, you're asking me if he loves you, but you've never seen him before. So, okay. So before we go any further, is this then a long distance relationship where you guys like know each other through the internet or something? Because it shows he's looking forward to seeing you, except there's quite a bit of complications in here, which would start to explain that, but I'm going to wait, you guys, and let her clarify. See, because I think it's so important that we make sure we are on the same page, you guys. Give her a second, okay? Long distance. Okay, thank you so much, hon. I appreciate you. So, then we can put this all in the proper context. I have a few things to talk to you about. So, first of all, he is looking forward to meeting you and seeing you because I need to show you this. This is this card. I was going to immediately go into the idea that it's lower level. This is a 4. So the vibe here is that he does have some feeling for you, but it isn't as huge as, say, for example, the 8, the 9, and especially the 10, which barely ever seems to occur. There's a couple things going on here I'll get into, but I want to address her questions first. Now, you did ask about when you would actually physically see each other and would that happen. So, and does he love you? Okay. I would say to you that he has feelings for you that are love-like feelings. Okay, so here's part of what I mean by this. When we see this 4, and I need to go back to what I mean, it isn't like, and you would agree with this, you guys have a relationship, a knowledge of each other, but it isn't as deep as it could be. So there's emotions there and caring. I would say he's got that romantic love. Let's look at this card here. This is the Knight of Cups. There's romantic love. He's dealing with a situation. We need to just throw this out here, and I know you didn't ask me, with someone from his past, okay? He has a controlling family as well. I think that you're asking me, though, more of a serious question. Will the two of you get to be together, correct? Will you meet? Okay? And we're going to get down to that. And I do think, frankly, you will. But here's the issue. The magician shows lots of planning needs to go in this, and change needs to happen that results in a victory for both of you. And this is important, and I'll be clear with what this means. So, change has to occur and time has to pass. You guys both have a lot of things to deal with before this could come about. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a warning, and this isn't for you to be all upset about, but to know that you're going to miss each other, that this is going to take time, okay? And for you to keep all that in your heart as you're building this relationship, I want you to let him let go of his past, and I want you to work on letting go of your past. As for meeting up, let's talk about the timing. It's going to take anywhere between 2 months to 10 months. It's going to take some time. There's some blocks here that I would have to say are situational, meaning his life, what's going on with you, and of course the distance. But I'm thinking that there's like a backstory, an underneath story between the two of you, things in his life that, like I said, there's that situation from his past with the female, his personal life, that balance now of frankly trying to fit you in. So this requires adjustment. So we'll leave it at that. He does care for you. He does have feelings for you. He does want to see you. And it shows the two of you getting to meet. But it's going to take some time and changes and adjustment. So, once again, thank you so much for waiting. I appreciate you. I feel, frankly, that at this point, you are being guided to, be still patient with this process because it's going to take time, but to be a little realistic, it's going to be a little rough on you, okay? And I would advise you to consider cultivating other things in your life, like I'm not saying you aren't, to keep yourself busy as well, okay? And know that, I think that the two of you have potentialities, but it just feels as if this is going to take a moment. And he does have some feelings for you, okay? So not to repeat. So anyway, we'll pause there. Thank you so much, Pooja. You are welcome to come back anytime. Please make sure you've liked Little Falcon Tarot. You could have joined Supernatural Visions if you haven't already. I do have a VIP list for these events, so you'll be first to get your reading. As well as we do tons of these live pop-up events now. Excuse me. I'll be using Oracle cards the next pop-up live event I do, because we will be in nature, hopefully. Either way. Now, Kim, would you please step on down? And once again, thank you, Pooja, for your participation. I appreciate you so much, and you're so very welcome. I'm noticing your comment there. Oh, yes, let's mention this too. After Kim, we have Karen and Al and Myra. Now, at some point soon, we're going to run an evidence video that is super fire, and then I'm going to take another brief intermission after giving some more readings to make sure everybody gets a turn. So, guys, this is our Star Bash. If you give anything over 300 stars, you get a free private reading, but we're trying to get at least 3 contributors, I can't talk, contributors of the evening. But, to be honest, again, this is all about the metrics to keep our group going in the Facebook realm. And, by the way, I was shocked to see it at our engagement. You guys are incredible. The amount of you that keep showing up is just nuts. So, wow. You guys make this place amazing. I see Kim is here. All right, Kim, yay. Let's do this. I did read your thing. So this is serious, and we need to focus for her. You said the evil eye. You feel that there is a negative force just like prohibiting you from being happy and moving forward. So right now, I want us to focus for Kim. We're going to burn some sage. We're going to burn Palo Santo. And we're going to start to banish evil. I want you to be calm and relaxed, Kim. Take some deep, relaxed breaths. We're opening up to the airwaves, to each other, to positive energy. So as we open up the positive energy, we reject all negative, all evil things. So as we get the smudge going, we recognize that there's always going to be those who are going to try to thwart our efforts. There's always going to be negative energy, but we're rejecting them. They're not allowed here. There's no evil allowed in your life either. I want you, Kim, to feel very confident that you're being watched over by the universe. And it's almost as if you're being prompted to join spiritual groups, to reject negative ways of thinking, and to find other outlets. And frankly, you've tried so hard. Right away, and we are going to pull cards. I want you to understand the airwaves and everything has opened up, and you need to be a practicer and a believer that you can take away negativity. So right now we're helping you be empowered. Group, Kim Hearn is going to be empowered. She's going to reject all this negative energy. And we're not going to allow any negative energy to affect us either. We reject it. We wholly bar it from our lives and our group. And as we open up this session for her, we're going to get the answers we need, but we're not allowing it to go on any further. So I want you to walk away from this feeling, frankly, empowered, knowing that you are going to stop this. This is ending. And I think a negative mindset can happen to anyone, but we're going to make sure we're doing what I do frequently, which is let's ask the universe to watch over us humbly, please. We're all good people here. Kim has tried to help others, to be a protector, to be an honest individual. Let's get the guidance that she needs. And this is a protective burn, okay? I say things 3 times. No evil is welcome around you. No evil is welcome around you. No evil is welcome around you. And with those words, it can be gone. It will be gone. You are being shown by the 7 of Pentacles. You definitely need to let go of old ways. You have to change so many things. I think you've been doubting yourself, of course. Doubting life, like why have you done what you've even done? And I think that here you've had a recent reveal with this 8 of Swords that you know that you have already suffered enough to see that there is a real need for healing in you and in other people. And we're going to get to everything she's been worried about and going through, okay? But I want you to understand there's a spirit-guided message here first, okay? There's something inside you you need to seek and look into. And if you guys look a little closer, we see that this part of the moon is indicating to me that you need to absolutely start to go on your deeper spiritual journey. I want you to recognize with the 7 of Cups, you feel overwhelmed. Now, if you guys could see this a little closer, there's so many choices all the time. And now when you said the evil eye, I understand what she's meaning. She's had a negative feeling around her because of a couple of reasons, and we're going to get into this. There's 3 more cards to pull. I take this stuff seriously, you guys. I don't want you to give anything power. So, Kim, I want you to refrain from ever saying those things again, because it shows clearly to me with the 10 of Cups energy, you have love and light on your side. So what's been going on around her? Let's get into this. Now, it doesn't sound like it makes sense, but this hero pant, who has told you you've done something wrong before? I feel there's a shame level that you need to let go of, because I'm going to be clear, something in you hurts, and it is attracting negative people sometimes and negative situations. It is so hard to heal. I feel you have been hurting so much that you really need to go on a healing journey. So Okay, I'm not trying to sound generic, but it is almost as if while you're bleeding, like still from your wound, um, you're open to the germs of negative entities, people. So you know what you have residual on you too. So like you must absorb everything, sweetheart. Like it's like hard for you. So whatever you've been through in your life, it's like still there. And so what's happening is frankly, you need to go on a spiritual healing journey. I think maybe that's why you've been guided towards our group as we're all trying to figure out what is the way for us to move forward. Okay? It's almost as if you have a sense that um, you gotta just abandon, like literally, so many things. And it's like you need to step out of who you were. So again, there's so much transformative energy here. So I want to focus on one card we had it, the Six of Wands. Now this is kind of a cute card. Look. This is your victory that's coming soon. So, Kim, I want you to understand you have an energy victory coming soon. Now, there's a lot of steps we could get into as to what she could do to help, but the biggest thing here is to figure out what is going to, first of all, give you joy. I know that sounds crazy, but you need to go on that exploration. Find that, focus on that, and I want you to do some daily rituals. So, kind of see what I did. I want you to try yourself every day to reject negative energy, to reject negative thinking. Start a mantra every day about it. Burn a little sage. If you can't do sage, do a candle. If you can't do anything like that, literally write it down or say to the universe. I want you to also recognize that your healing process, like most of us, is continual. So what's been challenging you lately is the fact, again, you have to go to another level of healing because you keep attracting this stuff. So I want you to understand it's no heavy, terrible attachment. I feel, frankly, at this point, you have to reject and cleanse yourself of some of the experiences that have happened to you. And this is my advice to you. So this next weekend, when I go off to Florida and the Gulf of Mexico, I'm going to do, and we're going to try to film as much of it as we can, a cleansing water ritual because I need it. Just like everybody, I have to continually heal and prepare the vessel for life. So I think that's what you're being called to. So consider that, Kim. So please continue to show up. If you have more specific questions and needs about things that have happened that are specific that you want to address, let me know. Thank you so much for being a valued member of Little Falcon Tarot Readings for many years. I started this in 2013. I think that's close to about the time that you joined. And I'm humbled and honored that you've even stuck around this long. So thank you so much. Good luck with everything. Once again, keep us in the loop and keep around, okay? I appreciate everyone. So, again, thank you to everyone for their patience. I'm looking at the time. I'm like, oh my God, we haven't gone a while. Don't worry, don't go anywhere. We are continuing. So let's talk about this list really quick and get moving forward. Let's see here. Next on our list is Karen, L, and Mayra. So what we're going to do here is set up a video clip here. So this is some cool stuff. I don't know if you're familiar with Bachelor's Grove Cemetery unless you're from the Chicagoland area. And in some regards, it is considered to be the most haunted cemetery in the United States. And I'm going to tell you from my experience, it was. So I'm going to be right back, like get it all set up, and I'm going to spend a little time narrating it. It's not too long, but it's going to take me a few minutes to get it together. So no, guys, if I have called your name, you're on the list. If I have not, please let me know in the comments below. And once again, thank you for attending the Star Bash. Those who contribute stars tonight above 300 will get a private free reading with me. And we kind of had a little contest vaguely, but don't worry about it. I appreciate you guys so much. Like I said, I'm going to set up that clip. It'll take me a few minutes, and then I'll be back. Okay, guys, it looks like I have, let's see, where is it here? I just set it up for us. Where did it go? Okay, I'm not ending. Hold on. I'll figure this out. Give me 1 second. I had it all set up. Well, no worries. Give me 1 second here. Okay, guys, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and put this on. Oh, thank you, Karen. She just sent me 100 stars. I appreciate you. Yes, you are on the list, and when I come back, you are absolutely the next person. Thank you. I will be right back here doing a little bit of talking about this Bachelor's Grove investigation. I'm going to get this going 1 second here. We're now entering Bachelor's Grove Forest Preserve. This place is local legend. We've seen orbs, we've all seen stuff as kids. The video play, this is a rough cut. Legend has it that phantom cars have been seen driving along this old blacktop road. Back in the 1920s, mobsters used Bachelor's Grove Cemetery as a place to stash their bodies. Since then, people have seen these phantom apparition cars, and some have been caught on video. There was so much intensity, you guys, this day that I was so worn out afterwards. Daytime investigations are great. I get so much great evidence, and I'm so drawn to stuff that it's pretty incredible. I never expected to react that way, by the way. I've been to this place many times. This particular path leads off into a beautiful area of the woods. However, it is known for Satanists performing rituals late at night, and a lot of people have been finding remains of chickens and ritual. We've now made it to Bachelor's Grove Cemetery. The cemetery, sadly, is in disrepair. Vandals come here often, and people leave all kinds of weird things. Now, some of these graves date to the 1800s, and as you can see, people are still trying to pay tribute in their own way by doing ritual and ceremony. But what we plan to do here today is we're going to do our own little investigation. I'm going to stop here at this spot because this is one of the spots I saw a really amazing photo. And I'm going to do a ghost box session here, and let's see what we get. Is there anyone here with us today? How many men are with us today that are buried here? I heard this was a burial place for many a person that was single and lonely. Is that you? Did someone leave you here for dead or take your body and dump it here? For anyone? What's your name? Sounded like Frederick to me. Do you have a message for your family, Fred? We're on to this spot, so we're going to do a ghost box session and ask about the little girl. Is the little girl here with us? Is your mom here with you? No. Wow. I keep hearing bad words from a man. Who are you? Fred. Okay, so does Fred bug you guys? That's interesting. It seems to want to be picking up that toy. Hi there, my name is Little Falcon. We're here to visit. Maybe you'd like to share your story. I just saw a little bit of you a minute ago. If you want to show yourself, it's safe. I wish you no harm. Really, I'd just like to share your story. It looks like a lot of people are still living some tribute to you here. Do you like the toy? Did you want to show more of yourself? Because I can see you with this camera here. Do you like that people leave you stuff? It looks like they're having a good time and they're trying to make you feel better. If you like that, you could show me yourself again. You can touch any of those things, the ball, the toy, the cup. Fabulous. Thank you, Shelby. Okay, we'll start over. So, I wanted to say thank you for watching that clip. The Bachelor's Grove investigation was intense. I've never experienced anyone like it, and we have so much cool evidence to share. So, thank you, Rosa and Shelby. Yes, I'm still working the kinks out on this. This has been so incredible. I wanted to thank all my new followers on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Thank you guys so much. It's been incredible. Tonight's broadcast is happening extra long because of you guys. So thank you, Rosa, for the stars, Karen, and Al gave some yesterday too. I appreciate everyone. So, all right, guys. We're going to start the readings again. We're going to light up the sage. Let's get to it, okay? As I said, Karen, please step forward and go ahead and what kind of reading did you want? Please go ahead and phrase your question for me. Al, be ready with your question right after that. Once again, if I didn't call your name when you want a free reading, guys, please let me know. Our Star Bash is still going on, all for you guys. And another smudge to clear the energy. We've had such a great group. Thank you so much for entrusting me with everything. I feel so humbled. So, okay, Karen, step on down. It is your turn, sweetheart. And right after her will be Al, if you're still here. I'm going to get out my favorite tarot here, and that is the Rider-Waite. So we're going to wait for Karen to step down, and I would also like to know if we still have Al in the house, as well as Mayra. Hi, Al. Thank you. So we're going to clear out the last reading. I'm excited to see what Karen wants to know. Oh yeah, I've been in such a fabulous mood. I was on for a few hours earlier, anointing some cards. It was so fun sharing my process with you guys. My guides kind of let me know that this was the time to open up the group for this stuff, so thank you so much. So we're letting Karen do her, question. If you guys do have any Q&A for me on a personal level, if you want to hear any, interesting stories, let me know. When we come back from the break, you can ask me those questions, okay? So we're going to continue to go down the list. Like I said, after Karen and after Al, Myra, are you here? Myra, please let me know so we can have this all tidied up. As well as if there's anybody who wanted a reading and you didn't hear your name called, let me know. I appreciate you all. It's been such a fun evening. And unfortunately, the lag sometimes, you guys, so I do understand. Oh, good, you're here. Excellent. I do understand. So, patience, right? I appreciate you guys for that. Does your partner have true feelings? Can you trust them? Okay, keep that in mind for your question. I appreciate it. Still waiting for Karen and her question. Karen, if you're there, let us know. Otherwise, we'll move on to Al, and we will definitely do your question, Karen, before the break, so don't go anywhere. Boy, the sage, after some of these readings to help us lift our spirits, keeps burning. And honestly, you guys, it has been so comforting. Here we go. Thank you guys for your patience. Here's Karen's question. Nope, no worries. Oh yeah, you're fine, honey. It is your turn. What was your question? Absolutely, I was just waiting for you. Go right ahead. And trust me, I totally understand. I've been interrupted earlier today with toddlers at the door. We had all kinds of stuff. We've had entities enter the group, all kinds of things. Okay, what do you need to know about your marriage? We're going to humbly ask your guides, my guides, Waka and Tonka, the Great Spirit. Humbly we ask, what should she know about her marriage? Okay, I'm taking some notes already by the way that this is shuffled. We're going to do a full spread for our friend Karen. Things were a little lopsided in the shuffle. I tend to think that you're going to know this, but that you tend to give more in the relationship in terms of certain things. He tends to control things a little more. You've been working on the relationship according to this. And I think that you have a question. We're going to get to it about something else, okay? Now, guys, I'm not trying to... So these are really delicate things, and this is what I do for my career, and it never is easy. Are you concerned that he has had a relationship with another woman? Okay. I want to ask you this for a reason. Okay, so I'm not accusing him of an affair. So let's back up for a minute. So, who is this Queen of Swords in his life that he had something with or had a project with? This could be someone from work. This could be an ex-wife that there's a money entanglement. We're going to get deeper into her reading. But I want you to respond to that and not freak out and think I'm saying he's cheating. So she's saying here, of course, how does he really feel towards her? I was trying to get to that too. I feel you. It's like, what is the tone of your relationship? Okay. So I want to be specific. I think he feels like you maybe want him to be kind of like someone else in a way. So this is like hard to interpret in the way that I want to say it. It's going to sound maybe a little harsher, but at times he might have said something like that he is not exactly the person you want him to be. And now I'm going to read our comments. Hold on. Okay, thank you for the clarification. So, okay, well, that just puts a whole spin on when I'm looking at these other two cards. So back up. I stand by what I said about how he feels like you think he's not that person that he needs to be. You mentioned his father. Okay, this is daddy issues. He's always and watching and waiting what daddy or this father is going to tell him to do. So that's his biggest advisor. Okay, and wow, okay, that makes so much sense. So I'm going to be clear with you. I don't think that he's necessarily cheating with her, but there's something that hangs over your relationship about that infidelity. I don't know what that means to you, but it's there. And I'm not saying that that's even the hugest issue here. I want to address how he feels about you. There is an attraction here still between the two of you, the physical wish. But he feels like he's got to have an energy victory with you. So, this is going to sound harsh, but I feel like he enjoys having control. He probably tends to want to one-up people for no reason, and there's a pettiness about it. And I think that you have sensed this for a long time, that you guys are really not on the same page so often spiritually. And I feel that here it shows that with this Three of Swords inverted, which lets us know there's been a lot of past heartbreak in your situation, that I want you to focus your efforts and energy on, I'm going to be clear with you, making yourself happy. Because look, when I first pulled this card today for you, it was turned upside down. And I set it aside for a reason. And I waited to pull this to the end because I'm not trying to hurt you. But here's my vibe. And I have to do this, and this is, like I said, my job. I'm blunt and direct, and it kills people sometimes. This card should be this way. For your happy family, it's this way. Okay, I'm encouraging you to consider moving forward with marriage counseling, and then considering if you can't trust him, which that is part of my vibration, starting your own new life. And this doesn't mean that it has to be a choice you're making right now. I just want you to consider these things. When I say this stuff to people, I don't want them to just go home and go, oh yeah, you know what? I'm breaking up with my man. We're just over. Oh my God, no, please don't. But what you're being given is a message to consider and think, oh my God, well, what do I want? Do I want to consider my feelings, or do I want to consider their feelings? And what does this mean? Because what does really love mean, okay? It is how people treat each other. It is not always the mistakes they make, but frankly, it's the tone. And I feel kind of like you need to have more control of your life. Period. Your spiritual being. You need to have more to this, okay? So thank you, Karen, so much for your humbleness and opening up. Like, honestly, you guys, your candor is incredible. It always puts me in a position of continual gratefulness. So thank you so much. Yes, I do feel he loves you. So there's limitations that people have. Okay, so I want you to understand this. I was encouraging you to consider marriage counseling with him, and for you to consider taking things one step at a time in terms of a decision, but that you need to make sure you feel you can trust him. He has a tendency to do things when he's stressed out that he shouldn't, and I think that if he could work on those things. But yes, he loves you, but here's the issue. I feel personally people can only love to their potentiality at the time. So I want you to absolutely encourage counseling and discussion before you throw anything away. But I really want you to start to safeguard your emotions and feelings a little bit. Get a little distance from this. If you can honestly spend like a few days away, or go even for an hour in the afternoon, get out away from all of this, it would be good for you. But anyway, be kind to yourself. So let's take a look at this last message. It is honestly the fact that he can feel validated by his father without having to do everything he should. And you really, honestly, don't fake validate him, do you? I don't believe you do. So honestly, when you have an unhealthy parent relationship, there's a lot of fake validation going on. And why would he turn to you for some of those things? Because truthfully, you're going to send him straight. So, oh, I do personal readings. So, guys, I've been doing professional readings since 2000. And yes, I do private readings. I have a large clientele. I just recently started doing this because I've always wanted to have a good venue to give back and start a group. Because, okay, during different phases, I've done different things. But yes, hit me up, private message me. You guys, my rates start fairly cheap anyway. For new clients, it's $25 for 15 minutes. My usual rate is $35 for 15 minutes. I have clients that have been as long with me as a decade. Okay, I guide empaths, and I also do a lot of straight readings. And you guys, honestly, we become great friends, and you all benefit, so do I, because you keep me grounded, and we grow together. So thank you for joining our little group, Karen. I appreciate you today. And yes, please feel free to hit me up. So, we're going to take a look at our list. Once again, thank you. I'm just having such a fabulous evening. Elle, please step on down. So, her and I have been doing some fun readings together. I appreciate your energy. What are you interested in this evening? And then after that would be Myra or Myra. And then we'll take a little break. and we will put together another list and see what we still have to do. And I'll do a Q&A right when we come back. So if you guys have any questions about things like, ghosts, what was the most interesting experience, so on and so forth, how I really got into the business, what it's like being an empath and seeing ghosts when you're a kid, depending on your perspective, just let me know. Okay, so Al wants to do a relationship reading, so let's jump right in. Once again, thank you guys so much for joining the Star Bash. You guys are what make this so magical and so fun. So let's focus here. My ancestors, your ancestors, Wakantanka, the Great Spirit. I'm using the Guardian of Night Tarot. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Okay. Okay. So, you see this card here, this very commanding looking owl. It's the Emperor. I want you to understand you are in control of your own domain, your own self, your own body, your own autonomy. So let's hold on. There's always a link. In the current, you are starting up something new. There's the new beginning feeling here. And so I think that this is the emphasis for a relationship for you with this, that you are cultivating a new beginning all the time. So look, when I'm in my relationship, it is very difficult at times to find new things for us to do, but we are always cultivating new connections. It's difficult. It's sometimes these connections, guys, this is so nuts, are created out of conflict and out of growth through literal strange situations and new challenges together. So in this relationship sense, I want you to keep challenging yourself also. So to find yourself in the right place for a relationship and your relationship, I want you to focus on what makes you happy, your Ace of Wands, which truly could be anything. For me, it had always been this. So suddenly it is my enterprise, my career, which this also represents. But really, when you look at this card, and I love the Guardian of Night because it is just really super trippy, it feels like you have this whole sense of cosmic understanding coming, and it's interwoven with what you're doing to prepare the vessel to be as good as you can for these relationships. And the relationship thing I keep feeling around you is there's always so much like love. So here's the Ten of Cups. So what's cool about this one is we see all the different animals coming together. So this is what you bring to the table, and this what feels like is coming to you from your efforts. So let's talk about that. What does that mean? So the first card here shows you need to be recognizing your control in things and also others' desire for control. But I would be letting go and knowing that, yeah, you control your own self and no one else. And this owl is very powerful figure who's looking off into what I want to consider the future. So you've always been very forward looking. I really appreciate that about you. But I want you to remember, in the present, we have to be extremely mindful of what we're cultivating in our relationships and therefore for our future in general. Lastly, again, you are all about it. So please accept the love that comes your way. Know you're cultivating it, therefore deserving of it at a level that, according to this, is because you can be gentle and understand that you have a responsibility to tend to relationships a certain way. Now look, you guys, this Guardian of the Night always brings out something flowery in me and poetic. So I appreciate you letting me flow the way these each like individual divination tools inspire me. And this is the most incredible venue for me to express this to you guys and let all of us experience another way of having, these interactions together. Calling them readings is one thing, but I feel that they're more like at times a spiritual commune between us, okay? I'll come up with some better terminology, but I I'm going with that vibe. So thank you so much for joining me again, Al. And once again, if you guys want clarification or you need to dig deeper, you can always private message me. Thank you so much to everyone for your contribution of stars tonight. It's been incredible. We've had 2 out of 3. I was hoping for 3 contributions tonight. No stress, no worries. I mean, shoot, honestly, I'm so humbled that everybody keeps returning. It's just, that's enough right there. But I am trying to keep Facebook watching us. And it gives me the opportunity, like I said, to take us all over the country. My goal is, guys, to spend all the rest of the year through probably May, June, July to the end of the year traveling all across the country, giving you guys free readings in amazing locations, okay? Hey, Faith, it's nice to see you. You are at our Star Bash party. You are also a founding member. Oh my goodness, so we're having a great night. We just had Kim Hearn here, and now we have Faith Dupe, and they both have been a part of Little Falcon Tarot since 13 or 14. You guys are amazing. I so appreciate you. If you would like a free reading, please let me know. I have been enabled with stars, which is like a huge, big honor. I'm not as huge as I thought, but then I guess I am. The engagement here has been incredible. I've been going live a lot. Facebook loves my content. I'm being given all these milestones for the group. So once again, we're celebrating. We've had a lot of fun tonight. We've gone for about a little over 2 hours. We've done different activities. So once again, if you're interested for a reading tonight with me for free, let me know. And if you would like to donate stars, if you've enjoyed this, the group, please, anything is appreciated. Now, I do want to say that Myra's next, and I'm going to make up a list for the next part of our group session, our party, okay? We're having fun. I'm going to take a brief intermission after the next reading. I will come back with my question and answer session. Hey, you guys have any questions about me personally, my career, ghost stuff? Let me know. Have them ready. And then we will do the last set of readings. So, hey, if you want a reading, let me know because I will be here. So, Myra, step on down. Okay, and now your question's already there, which is fabulous. So as you come on down, we're going to shuffle out that last reading. And you're so very welcome, Al. And Karen, I am humbled and honored that you are so kind about my personality. I really appreciate you, really. I'm joyous to be here. I love what I do. This forum is the best. It's the best thing I've ever experienced for everybody. So yeah, I am a private reader. I have a large private clientele, but we've managed to work out most of our sessions, to do this. So step on down, Myra. Does your partner have true feelings and can you trust him? Okay, guys, that's a serious one. Let's take a look together. One more good shuffle. Does your partner have true feelings and can you trust him? Thank you for entrusting me with your concerns. That's a deep one. I'm putting out a full spread, okay, guys? Eventually, I'm going to have a different camera that's going to take, more photos, rather full body. That's going to be interesting. And, yeah, I'm like everybody, I'm not always, pose me in front of the camera. So, let's take a look here. I appreciate you guys dealing with my goofy personality here. All right. So, I'm going to be clear with you. You can trust him. I feel he's very trustworthy. And he's fairly, I would want to say balanced with his feelings about you. He does have love feelings for you. Absolutely. I think he has true feelings for you. And yeah, I think you can trust him. But let me be clear. He is going through some changes of his own right now. So, he has people in his life. Hey, Jillian. We're about to head into an intermission, Jillian, so we can have your little conversation in a little bit. this is my last reading before the intermission. So he's going through a change with this gentleman, and this could be career oriented, but I have to tell you, he does seem to be worried about money and a new beginning and a new job or money in general. Okay, so frankly, I do believe that he's trustworthy. You have to be patient with him. I do think that occasionally he exhibits a sense of irritation or confusion with maybe sometimes what he's doing. Everybody gets frustrated. But this Knight of Cups here shows that he does have the intentions of love towards you. I do believe he has true feelings, and I do think that you can trust him. It's just a matter of cultivating this relationship into something that keeps growing. And so far, I see the sun, which is a beautiful sign, and a few other really positive cards, Myra. And the job thing is going to relieve a level of pressure, right? So give him this chance to adjust himself a little bit. But no, I don't see any cheating. I don't really feel a bad vibe about it. And frankly, I think you kind of know that he's a good guy. I just think that in your past you've had people, or you felt as if people have lied. It's just this sense. So I understand you questioning it. I really truly do, and I appreciate you coming to me for it. I don't see any red flags at this point at all. So, of course, keep your eyes open, no doubt. Okay, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here today and being a part of our group. I hope everybody has liked Little Falcon Tarot readings. I appreciate you so much. We're going to take a brief intermission. I'm going to do more of a list. So, hey, Faith, if you're still here and want a reading, let me know. We're going to do a quick Q&A about me when I get back, and then we will do the rest of our readings. So please stick around, or if you need to go get something to drink, do whatever. Keep your eye out. I'll still be out. And then, like I said, we're going to be doing another event this weekend and some pop-up lives tomorrow. So once again, I love you guys. See you in a few minutes. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry that took a little longer than I expected. Had a little technical glitch. So, let's see who is still here for their readings. Let's get that out of the way first. If anyone wants a reading and I have not called their name, let me know. Now we're going to do a little bit of the live Q&A. I already had a few questions, so let me... From a few people who could not get here. I was just about to put it away. Okay, so I'm going to cover one, and I'm not going to take too much of your time. So if anyone wants a reading, this is your last chance for the night, and here I go. So I had a question from Alicia W. And, her question is something I've heard quite a few times. What really made me get into the business? And to be honest with you, it was a combination of factors. Of course, being who I was, I've experienced things my whole life that were different, supernatural, if you will. Those labels are kind of sketchy in a way because they're really broad-reaching. As well as at this point in time, I have to believe that I was called to do this because when I was younger, it was always like everybody would come to me with their questions, with their issues. And for some reason, it's always been that way. As well as, you guys wouldn't believe this, but when I was younger, I was super shy. So if you guys are watching this later and you knew me growing up, I was like not real talkative in high school. I was always, of course, engaged and interested in topics to talk about, but I just wasn't very social. But here's the thing. When I was 15, I was taught how to read cards. And I got better and I got better and I got more connected and had more and more spirit experiences that opened me up. And I accidentally got on Keen to do the readings. I was using it to chat with people supposedly and realized, because look, I do this and I thought, well, I'll give people readings. It'll be a fun chat topic. But little did I know, I was getting signed up, and this is in 2001, to give readings. And the next thing you know, I literally have people calling me, and they want readings. And I was shocked, because suddenly I started literally making money off of it. And I've worked for Keen off and on since 2001. I haven't worked it very much in the past year or two. I've been building and cultivating this group, and my private clientele is pretty large. So, that's where I started. It was by accident. I've always been had a high interest in it. And look, I did it for friends all the time. But I started off pretty young. And so I've gotten more seasoned through experience, and I'm humbled to be able to share all my years of experience with you guys. And as I said, because of this forum and this group, we get to do some amazing things together. I appreciate you guys so much. It's been such a wonderful event. Hi there, Taylor. Liked and subbed, may I ask? I don't... Yeah, please go ahead and sub. And yeah, if you want to, I was going to say ask a question, go right ahead. We're getting close to the end of the evening. This will be my last reading or two. If you would like a reading, let me know. You'll be one of my last ones of the night. We've had our little star party here. My page was enabled with stars here on Facebook. So, Taylor, you're reaching me from, it looks like, YouTube. So, yay, I appreciate it. That's so exciting. YouTube is new to me in terms of course, I use it all the time, but I'm trying to reach out there. So, if you're seeing me tonight, you could be watching me on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube. So, let me know your question. Hey Dee, it's nice to see you, and you're new here. Well, welcome. Our little group here meets all the time. I have a lot of events. I do pop-up lives all the time, and just set your alerts. Make sure you head to my private group, Supernatural Visions with Little Falcon, where you can get in on a VIP list for all of the events, like say tonight. I had a list, and everybody got to go first who was on that list, and you could be on there too. There's no limit to the amount of free readings you guys can come to us. I know what is Habib's intentions towards her. Okay, let's take a look. We're going to ask your ancestors, my ancestors. Walk and talk of the Great Spirit, the universe, Mother Nature, to humbly ask our question and answer. So what I'm doing, you guys, is I'm going to do one full Celtic cross spread. So what that basically means is it's half of my usual reading, but it'll get to our question, but it's a little bit more than some of the short readings we were doing tonight. So we want to know the intentions. Okay. I do believe that he would like to make plans with you, to see you, to spend time with you. But it does feel like that there is another person in his life, okay? So I'm going to be clear. It's a strange combination of cards, so I'll explain to you how this works for me. And I went ahead and put down on the other side of the reading, the double spread. She, this Queen of Swords, is with the Ace of Wands, which is like maybe sometimes a coworker, but they have... there's something there in front of it, which bothers me a little bit. So I would say if you guys all work together or you're friends together, you know there's another woman that he's interested in. Now, mind you, I put down the rest of the cards, so we're going to get to what I feel his actual intentions are. It's like he would like to do stuff with you, go on a trip with you, or go somewhere with you. And this card here means he has interest and energy of wanting to see you, but this card reading is missing a couple of elements. So this is where we're going to get to it. I don't see any of the cups of love. So I have to think he might just want to be friends because there's another person in his life. So I think that he is interested in you in one level. Maybe he'd like to hang out. And I'm not saying he isn't even kind of attracted to you, but it doesn't feel, and this is like the only card with the cups, that he really has very much intentions towards you. This was kind of a confusing reading. So at first we're thinking, wait a minute, why would he want to hang out? Well, it almost feels as if this is very platonic. And I'm sorry to say that, but I think that when you came here tonight, it was almost like you were being guided to get some sort of message to make you really step back for a second. So I would like you to step back from this person and consider the situation as such, that there could be another person, and to be very Virgo about it and be practical, okay? And then I want you to give it the time it would take, frankly, for it to manifest, because so far, from everything I see, he would like to hang out platonically, but I don't see the love cards. I do see, like I said, this interesting situation with another person that could be work related. So I would say right now his intentions are very minimal at this point. So to be clear, friendship doesn't mean that there would never be anything. So again, this is perspective. Step back from it, because I could tell you were thinking maybe more romantically on your end. Take a little time to get to know this person, be friends, but I definitely saw someone else. So at least someone like a friend. It could be dating, so on and so forth. And without us getting another level deeper, okay? So since we're doing these online things, and they're, somewhat mini readings, because I do private sessions as well. If you guys want to dig deeper, you could always reach me privately. As I was telling some other people here in the group, I've been doing this for over 20 years. I have a pretty deep, long list of clientele, but truthfully, you can get a lot of what you need from our group, and if that's all you need, great. So otherwise, like I said, hit me up, guys. Thank you so much for your attention this evening. This has been an amazing event. I really appreciate everyone. So if I didn't get to you tonight, no, I'll be around tomorrow. We'll be setting up an event for Saturday, and I'll be doing live streams from all around the country, off and on for the whole rest of the year. So I appreciate you guys again. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being part of this group. It's you guys that make it magical. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and if you're on Facebook and you enjoyed your readings tonight, please send a few stars. But definitely come back, you guys. You guys have been great. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks again.